everybody, this is Ron with the Ocean State Athlete Spotlight, powered by SFBN Rhode Island, and I'm here at GLG Athletic Performance, Get Large Garage, and it's down on Eston Ave in Pawtucket. And, new location, bigger, tons of space, just a great place to bring your athlete to train in. And we're going to talk to some of the athletes that train here at GLG tonight. So first I'm starting off with Mike King. Mike is former Bishop Hendricken Hawk and then Boston College Eagle. Then went to the Marlins, but now is recently traded to the Yankees, and that's pretty exciting stuff. So we're going to talk to Mike a little bit about it, and then we have a lineup of great athletes coming up on the show. So I just wanted to welcome Mike King. How you doing, Mike?
I'm good. How you doing?
All right, great. So Mike, first off, let's start with your Rhode Island experience a little bit at Hendricken and how that kind of led you to where you're going. So tell us what Hendricken was like for you, and then move on to Boston College.
Yeah, ever since I was in middle school, I knew that I wanted to go to Hendricken. They were the premier sports high school in the state, and I wanted to compete at the best level. So going to Hendricken was huge for me. It taught me how to winning a few state championships, gave me that winning mentality. And then I got recruited to go to Boston College, and it was the opportunity of a lifetime. Being in the ACC, staying close to home, close enough for my parents to see me, and going up there and the experiences that I had, the relationships that I developed, and just the knowledge that I learned from the different coaches that they had was huge for me and my development in baseball, and totally led me to where I am today.
That's great. I mean, you went to Boston College, had a lot of success, and came out your junior year. And so what made you, want to, leave early and go on to the pros, a year early?
I definitely felt like I was ready. I know that I'm a big advocate of going to college instead of getting drafted right out of high school. I think that you learn your body, you start to learn your mechanics, learn your strengths and weaknesses a lot more as you develop, especially at that age. So I felt like I knew my body really well. I knew that I could compete at the next level, and I wanted to advance my game and see how it compared to these next level hitters.
Yeah, that's a lot of kids. It's good advice for the kids out there to hear you say that. You know your body. You knew you were ready. It was time to go.
Yep.
And it's been awesome for you so far. Now you ended up. Talk us through your pro career a little bit so far. Kind of like the path you've taken there.
Okay, so I was drafted in June of 2016 to the Marlins. I was placed in short season A, which was in Batavia, New York. And a lot of people say that when you get drafted and you're in professional baseball, it's awesome. It's a grind. You're in weird areas. You're not in the best areas. You're not given the best food. You don't have good travel arrangements. Anything. A long bus ride, that kind of thing. And so I was in Batavia, struggled through that area and everything. Had a good season. Built a great relationship with some of the guys, and was just trying to learn as much as I can from all the knowledge of the coaches. And then I went through my first off season, and that's actually when I met with Jay. Christian, the Hendricken pitching coach, was the one that put me in contact with him. Said that he's unbelievably knowledgeable, loves researching all of the strength programs that baseball players need to succeed. And I had a great off season with them. Coming into spring training, I felt pretty good. I was placed in low A and stayed in low A the whole year. I went 150 innings and felt great. Never had any injuries, knock on wood. And
knock on wood.
And I owe it all to my off-season strength program, and even carrying those type of movements into my in-season program helped me maintain that mobility through the whole year.
So you're getting a lot of that training coming here at GLG, which is, that's a big testament to what they're doing here at the gym. Then you moved on, you were playing for the Marlins, and now you just got traded to the Yankees. And you tried to downplay it a little bit before we got on the air. And, hey, it's just like getting moved to any other team. But let's be real. I mean, obviously we're Red Sox fans around here, but getting traded to the Yankees, that's pretty special.
Yeah, I was actually born in New York, so I was raised a Yankee fan.
There you go.
So it was even cooler. But it sounds weird. A lot of minor leaguers actually dream about getting traded. They think that if another team wants them more than the team they're currently on, awesome. Also, if you're traded for big league talent, it means that that team regards you as another big league talent. So the fact that I was traded for 2 other big leaguers was really nice to hear. I know that the Yankees will at least value me enough to trade away 2 big leaguers. And then again, having to be the Yankees is definitely really cool. I'm not trying to downplay it. I'm really excited.
You can't downplay that, yeah.
But I mean, it's just the opportunity that I've been given, and I'm making the most out of what they gave me.
I want to know if you got to meet Jeter when he was working for the Marlins. Did you?
I did not. No, he came in after. He was announced when we were still playing, but by the time he got into the front office and everything, I was not there.
Yeah, and you're traded away.
Yeah,
you're traded away. So, all right. Well, this has been great talking to you, Mike. Down here at GLG, and obviously you see Mike's moving on to the next level and having a lot of success, and he attests to the GLG way, and he accredits what he's doing here. And now you're still working here in the off season, right?
Oh yeah. There's not another place that I'd rather be. Just the knowledge and resources that these guys have. I mean, whether it's Jay and the knowledge that he has on the strength side of it, or even a Christian from the pitching side of it, it's just incredible. You're not going to find it in many other places. So coming here last year, building a relationship with Jay, and then coming here again this year in a way bigger facility and newer area, you can see that he's really progressing, and he's going to make a big business out of it because of all the following that he has, all the kids that are already here, whether it's high school or professional. He's got 4 or 5 professional athletes that are here, and every single one of them raves about it. So if I'm a Rhode Island kid, there's nowhere else that I'm going to go because he just knows what he's doing here.
Right. Well, again, like you said, you're a Rhode Island kid. You're coming out of Rhode Island, played some great baseball here. That's what this show's about, Ocean State athletes, and where people give Rhode Island a little bit of a cold shoulder when it comes to athletics, and we're trying to change all that. So Mike King, member of the New York Yankees, works out here at GLG. How you like that? See, he laughs when he hears that. But thanks for the interview, Mike.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
All right, no problem. Okay, we have a great lineup of athletes coming up, and stay tuned. We'll be right back. See ya. Hey everybody, welcome back. And I'm here at GLG Athletic Performance in Pawtucket. We're having a great show. And I'm here with Rob Henry, former Bishop Hendrick and Hawk, now with the Milwaukee Brewers. I mean, this gym's got it packed over here. And so now he's with the Milwaukee Brewers, went to Brown. So he's had a great baseball career. We're going to talk about that a little bit here on the Ocean State Athlete Spotlight. So I want to welcome Rob Henry, and maybe take a little bit of a trip down memory lane with the Hawks and into Brown, and then we're going to talk about what he's doing here at GLG and how things are going with the Brewers. So how you doing, Rob? Welcome.
Doing great. Thanks for having me on the show. I'm excited.
All right. Thank you. And so let's talk. You and Mike were on the same team at Hendrick and Ray, and so how was your Hendrick experience, and what do you think that did for you, and how it led you into Brown?
Hendrick was awesome. I certainly recommend it for any young men trying to get a great education, perform athletically, a great arts program. There's tons of great things going on at Hendrick. Me specifically, it was a great competitive atmosphere for me. It pushed me academically and athletically. Being around guys like Mike, going off to Boston College, we had the grade above us. I think they had 6 or 7 Division I baseball players. So in terms of the competition in the school itself, it was great, and it pushed everyone to be better.
Great. So I mean, obviously it's leading. You have to do it on your own too, but it's leading some of you guys on to great paths. So you went to Brown, and how was your Brown experience, and what was it like playing ball there?
Great experience. I miss it a lot, definitely. I went all 4 years. Wish I could have did another 4 years. But being up on the east side, I didn't go up there much when I was in high school, so it was refreshing being there. It wasn't like, oh, I'm staying close to home. None of that feel. It was a great experience. Another place where there's a lot of competition amongst the players on the team. All smart guys, all talented players. Great coaching staff there at Brown. Playing the Ivy League was a lot of fun each year. Playing against other guys that are going through the same academic grind as you. The academics can't speak enough about that. It was definitely fulfilling graduating there after 4 years of hard work.
Right. Now have you been working out at GLG kind of through that process and into your pro career now?
So GLG, I got introduced to GLG this past fall. I was with the Brewers this summer. I was coming back expecting to do my off-season workouts at Brown, very close to home, so that's what I expected to do. I got set up here at GLG, introduced to Jay, just kind of been flowing since then. I've been here for 2 months. I come here every single day at 4 o'clock, work out around all these great high school guys. Me and Mike and Nick Zamorelli, we're the older guys in the gym, so it's nice to be a role model for these kids. So I'm here, give hitting lessons here also, and I've built a great routine of being here every day. I enjoy it. I couldn't say I want to be anywhere else.
Right. Well, being the role model for the younger kids that are coming here, that's a really great thing. Especially, they're hanging out with a pro player now, right? So what was that like? How'd that feel getting drafted into the pros? I mean, the Brewers is a great organization. I mean, how'd all that work out for you?
So it was certainly a grind. I had a few great seasons at Brown that set me up for the possibility of being drafted. Going into my senior year, I didn't have a lot of clarity on what was going to happen. I had to work hard and have another great season, and then it was kind of, I tell a lot of people, it was all luck from there. I was just playing well in front of the right people at the right time. But I worked really hard last year to get to this point, and certainly fulfilling getting to this point, being drafted. And I think some of the rewards are being in a place like this in the offseason. I got to continue my career, continue to be around great young athletes that remind me of the younger myself. So.
Well, it's not luck if you're meant to do it. That's the way I like to see it. And you obviously have the talent, and you've had the grooming, and you're working out here at GLG with these great guys, and you had a lot of great things to say about it. And that's what this show's all about too. I mean, we're really here trying to promote a great gym and a great place for the kids to go, and also talk to these special athletes from Rhode Island. Now you're from Cranston, right?
Correct. Yep.
Correct. So born and raised in Rhode Island, playing for the Brewers. I mean, it can happen out there, guys, and everybody, like I said, who thinks that Rhode Island gets shunned, you just got to go out there and make it happen for yourself. Now, I got to ask, when you're in that environment, and not necessarily Brown, because you're in Rhode Island with Brown, but when you're in that pro environment, does anyone ever ask about Rhode Island, or when they find out where you're from, does anyone ever go, oh, Rhode Island?
So, 2 stories. When I was playing in the Northwoods League in Wisconsin, someone asked what school I went to, and I said Brown, and they said, oh, like the color brown? And I was like, yeah, and they're like, oh, where's that? And I was like, Rhode Island. And they said, oh, Long Island, okay. So that's one that sticks with me. And then another one, my first day with the Brewers, the infield coordinator came up to me, asked me where I was from, said Rhode Island. He's like, wow, you were the first person I've ever met from Rhode Island. So I've gotten a lot of that, but that's the one that sticks with me the most. So.
You're the first person.
Yeah.
There you go. Well, that he's repping the 401 out in the Midwest, and Rhode Island's starting to catch on, obviously. So I want to thank Rob for the interview. Thanks a lot, Rob.
Absolutely. Thank you very much for having me.
All right, no problem. And again, we still have some more great athletes coming up in our GLG show, and stay tuned. We'll be right. Hey guys, welcome back, and I'm here with a couple more great athletes that work out here at GLG. I'm here with Sean Doris and Brody Carey, and Brody is from Bishop Feehan High School, so we say Ocean State Athlete Spotlight, he's close enough. And Sean goes to LaSalle College, but went to Lincoln High School in Rhode Island, and he's working his way out of Rhode Island up into the college ranks. So I want to welcome these guys, and we're going to start with Brody here, and Bishop Feehan. Bishop Feehan is pretty similar to one of the schools we have in Rhode Island in a way, and not a lot of people hear about it. So tell us what it's like over at Feehan. What your experience has been like, and what you plan on doing in the future.
So I've started to go to Bishop Feehan since my freshman year. I've been there, and it's been a really good experience. Great teachers, and most importantly, great baseball coaches. And we've had successful seasons all 4 years we've been there. Made it to the playoffs every year. We have a great athletic facilities there, and honestly, they just keep getting better. We just built a new gym. We have the turf football field now, and there's rumor that they're gonna redo the baseball field soon.
Now, what division is Bishop Fien? Not a lot, like I said, not a lot of people watching are gonna know too much about Fien. So that's 2A, right? And
2A, yes.
Yep, 2A. And how have you guys done over the past few years as far as your baseball team goes?
We've done good. We've done really good. We've made the playoffs every year. We always have above 500 for our winning percentage, and we hope this year to go far in the playoffs and hopefully get a state championship.
Awesome. So you work out here at GLG, and what do you think that does for you? I mean, obviously you're trying to improve your game to help your team all the time. What's GLG done for you?
Well, I started coming to GLG about a year ago, and before that, I would work out with obviously other people, but nothing was like baseball specific. And since I started coming here, I've definitely noticed a major increase in my baseball abilities and my strength and my overall just the way I feel, because Jay, he provides us with a nutrition program which we can follow if we want, and I do, and it's helped me put on weight and overall strength. It's been really good.
All right, great. Well, it's not too far. I mean, we're near the Massachusetts border, but I mean, you do travel to come down here and go to GLG, so that's a testament to what's going on over here. And thanks for coming on the show and interviewing with us. We appreciate it.
Of course. Thank you.
All right. Like I said, I like getting some Massachusetts representation up on the show. It's great. So now we're with Sean Doris. Sean is at LaSalle College and formerly of Lincoln. And originally, GLG was in Lincoln, and now they've moved to Pawtucket. So I'm sure that's probably how he got locked in with these guys. But so tell me how GLG's helped you, Sean. You moved from Lincoln on to the next level, and how long you've been working out here, and what do you think it's done for you in your career?
So I've originally been working out for 5 years. So when GLG was originally in the garage where Jay started, I started working out there, and that's where we started getting to the hang of things. Originally, I was a small kid. I didn't really have any weight, so it allowed me to gain a bunch of weight. I've gained 50 pounds since I started working out here. Overall, like as a pitcher, I've gained 15 mile per hour for my velocity, so it's just helped me a lot as a baseball player and just like physically becoming bigger and stronger.
Great. And so now what about, how's that helped you at LaSalle? So tell me what you're doing up there and what position you play, let everyone know, and how you feel that, the specific workouts that you've gotten here have helped you at the next level.
So currently I'm a freshman at LaSalle, so this fall I was able to win the Silver Slugger Award, which is the best hitter on the team, and I've came in 4th place for the Cy Young. So as it looks right now, I'm going to be in the starting rotation as a pitcher, and I'm also going to be potentially a starting right fielder as a freshman.
Wow, congratulations, man.
Thank you very much.
All right, okay. Well, it's awesome. This is the kind of, talent that you see down here at the gym, and if your son or daughter comes and works out here, they get to work with like-minded athletes and kids that are trying to strive to be the best they can every day. And, you got kids from Bishop Fien, Bishop Hendrick, and LaSalle College, and it's great. It's great to see. So, thank you guys for the interview, and, everyone keep an eye on GLG, and we still have a couple more interviews coming up, so we'll be right back. Thanks. Hey everybody, welcome back. I'm here with Mike McCaffrey, and Mike McCaffrey has been a 3-year resident here at the garage, GLG Athletic Performance, on Eston Ave in Pawtucket, and he is a former Bishop Hendrick graduate, played baseball there, and now he's playing at Wesleyan in Connecticut, and he still comes here to work out. So we wanted to talk to Mike a little bit, let everyone get to know Mike, and have him kind of go over his experiences here at GLG, and how Wesleyan's treating him, and what it was like to be a Hawk. So how you doing, Mike?
I'm doing awesome.
All right, man. All right, so Mike, let's do that. So Hendrickin's obviously one of those places where people love you. You either love him or you hate him, and you obviously loved it there and had a great career. And so talk to us about that a little bit.
Well, when you go to Hendricken, it's really cut and dry. Either you make the team and it's awesome and you're playing with these awesome teammates, or the latter. But I was really fortunate to play with awesome players and just reap the benefits of that.
Yeah, and so before we got on camera, Jay, the owner of GLG, he was trying to help you not be shy and let me know what your record was. So let everybody know what your record was at Hendricken. You're a pitcher. Tell people what position, you're a lefty already. Let people know who you are and how successful you were playing there.
Yeah, so I'm a left-handed pitcher, and at Hendricken in my 4 years, I was 34-0. So just never lost a game, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, he's like, yeah, I never lost a game. I'm sure a lot of people can say that. No. So now that brings you to Wesleyan. So, what made you choose that school, and how's your experience been there so far?
Well, academically, it was just the best choice I had. It was the best school I got into, and I could play baseball there, so that made my decision for me pretty much. And from a baseball standpoint, it's definitely different than Hendricken. You have to get used to taking the wins and the losses, but you make it work. It's really awesome.
All right, and you're Connecticut, so you're close to home, right? What town are you from in Rhode Island?
I'm from Warwick, so it was a close drive to Hendricken.
Yeah. So what about the next level and how you think maybe GLG might be preparing you to make a choice on what you'd want to do, maybe move forward, or maybe just stick with baseball and just keep conditioning your body. I mean, what do you love about coming here to work out?
Oh, the culture. It's next level. I had never, before coming to the GLG, I had never taken strength training seriously. And then I came here and I really started caring, reading about strength training, and it's just next level. You're right.
Yeah. So that's saying a lot, because obviously you got some pretty successful guys here in the gym. And now, what about some of the younger guys here? I mean, you're coming to from college and you're coming down here and you're working out. I mean, are you working out with some of the young guys, maybe some of the high school kids, Hendricken kids, and what do you try to do as a mentor for them?
You definitely try and lead by example. You try and just do it the way you've been doing it your whole career, and hopefully they watch and learn something and take something from that.
Yeah, that's awesome. So everyone, this is Mike McCaffrey, goes to Wesleyan in Connecticut, and former Hawk. Coming out of Rhode Island. Again, this is the Ocean State Athlete Spotlight, and we're really showing some great Rhode Island athletes on this show. So I want to thank you for the interview, Mike, and thanks for coming on.
No, thank you.
All right, buddy. All right. So we got one more great interview with the owner, Jay Oldham from GLG, and we'll be coming right back with that next. So stay tuned. Thanks. Hey, everybody. Welcome back to the Ocean State Athlete Spotlight down here at GLG Athletic Performance on Eston Ave in Pawtucket, Rhode Island, the Get Large Garage, and I'm here with owner Jay Oldham. And we're going to talk a little bit about the history of the garage and where it started, because Jay's been telling me about this, and we talk off the mic, and it's just amazing to hear how he got it all going. He's got some memorabilia he wants to show everybody, and this is going to be a lot of fun. So welcome, Jay.
Hello, how's it going?
It's going great. It's going great. I'm having a blast down here tonight.
Same here.
And thank you. And the kids have been great, men. And it's just amazing to see what you're doing with these guys. So tell everybody how the garage got started, how you ended up here, and talk about a little bit of your memorabilia that you brought and what it means to you.
All right, so first off, we bounce around between fitness jobs to fitness jobs, did some after school programs because I'm a teacher in Bristol as well, and I was trying to think of a way to stay closer to home a little bit because my wife was pregnant with our second child on the way. So I started going to some high school baseball games as I was coaching some junior legion teams, talking to a few parents, and next thing you know, I'm turning my 2-car garage into a personal training studio. Trying to keep it as friendly as family oriented as can be. If you had to go to the bathroom, you're going upstairs to meet my family. People coming in and out of the garage, going into the driveway to park and all that good stuff. We were also trying to keep it as cost effective as possible, since it was in my garage. So we had a garage, we had some rug, we had a squat rack. Our t-shirts were made out of stencil and a spray paint, where kids would just come in with a white shirt or a red shirt, and then that's what would end up being how everything got started. First client gets drafted right out of high school after going from a doubles to an extra base hitter to a home run hitter, and Nick Zamorelli. So he got drafted by his hometown team with the Boston Red Sox. He decided to go to Elon down in North Carolina, which he ended up getting drafted again, and he's still still working for me. So 6 years later, I'm now in a bigger facility with some batting cages, pitching mounds, and a ton of clients. I think the really important thing to kind of talk about is, as we got bigger, I started getting a little bit more education, started seeking out more programs, started bringing in new people to work with us. So I have a great staff with Chris Sheehan, who works on the training floor, Gary Trottier as well. So it's been a really cool experience.
Yeah. Well, I mean, your athletes that are, we've been interviewing have nothing but great things to say about you and your programs, and I think it's important for you to let people know what you meant by, you're trying to keep it. You try to keep it family-like. You try and keep it, tight-knit, and I see that it's fun, and I see that it's relaxed, and I think a lot of people try to do that with their gyms, but I've noticed that here tonight. So speak on that a little bit.
Yeah. So pretty much the whole goal is to keep the same philosophy we had with the garage, was having a family-type environment. So we do little things. We have competitions over Thanksgiving where people are bringing in gifts or toys for tots. We do an ugly sweater contest for Christmas time, where we do a 12 days of Christmas workout. Guys come in and hit. After they come in and hit, we have some Xbox and PlayStation tournaments going on in the lounge area where my office is, and then they get into the lift. So it's really important that, these kids are motivated to come in here, and now they're motivating other people to come in here as well.
Yeah, that's great. That's great. I mean, whatever you're doing it right. And I know not everybody, you're not trying to say that, it's because of you that everyone's having all the success. I appreciate that. But I do see that whatever you're doing here with them is helping them progress and move forward. And, I feel like if people want to get in touch with you, that you should probably give your information out right now. Let them know about the gym, how to get in touch with you, or how they should, try to sign up. Should they just come down here? Give out your information and stuff.
Yeah, they can actually come down to the facility at any time to take a look at it. I'm usually here at night as I teach during the day. You can get in touch with me on Facebook and Instagram. You can give me a text on my cell phone. It's 401-787-5563, or my email address as well. Come down to the facility, check it out, meet some of the kids that work out here. Once you do that, I have an in-house physical therapist, and Sean McCluskey, who's also providing manual therapy to people on Mondays, and some dry needling and stuff like that. Then we come up with a personalized workout for each person, and then we go through the whole process with myself or one of the trainers that I have here.
Great.
We also have been Gary, who works with me as well. He's in the process of getting his master's in mindfulness, so we're starting to do some sports meditation also. So it's a really huge game changer, because we're always talking about the physical aspect of the game of sports, and baseball in particular, but a lot of times our mental approach is what's kind of lacking when we get in between the lines on the baseball field.
Right. One thing first off, that's pretty awesome. That's, I think, gives you a different niche, right? One thing I'd like you to do is, kind of run down the schools that you represent here, because I feel like, on our interviews, it was pretty solid through, only like one or two schools through the interviews. But I'd like you to, because when I came in here the other night, you had kids from everywhere in here.
Right.
So, why don't you let everybody know like some of the different schools that you represent?
Yeah, we have a ton of college teams, high schools, as well as some pro guys in here, which is great. A lot of those kids got to where they are based on their own hard work. I'm trying to provide them with the tools of fitness, how to be a good person on and off the field, as well as some nutrition advice. But at the end of the day, it's up to them to make the right decisions and to do what they need to do to put themselves in the position that they're in. But you have a ton of guys from Maryland, Boston College, Maine, UAlbany, URI, Bryant, LaSalle College, Rick, CCRI, guys from high schools from all over, North Attleboro, Feehan, LaSalle, Lincoln, Hendricken, Cranston East, Cumberland, you name it, we pretty much have them all covered, which is very nice, as well as in the middle school ranks as well.
Yeah. Well, so, everyone's here. And if you guys want to, if anyone out there is listening, if you're the athlete and you're interested, get in touch with Jay. If you're the parent and you're interested, get in touch with Jay. And I feel like you'll see I saw representation from almost every high school here. So private, public, Massachusetts, Rhode Island, and like I said, I feel like that's great. All gyms try to have that diversity, but it helps your kid because they get to work out with different athletes from different areas, and they just become a little more worldly, and they work out with like-minded kids, right?
Absolutely.
All right, so sorry, but this has been, look, man, I've had like the best time here today. It's been a great interview. The place is awesome. It's huge. You got to come down here and check it out. 45 Eston Ave, Pawtucket, Rhode Island. 245. That's why I was lost on the way here. Just kidding. No, I really was. But 245 Eston Ave, Pawtucket, Rhode Island. GLG Athletic Performance, Get Large Garage. And, come down and see Jay and bring your kids down for a tour and get the place signed up. So thanks a lot, Jay.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
All right. Thanks, buddy. Yeah. So this has been Ron Robert with the Ocean State Athlete Spotlight on SFBN Rhode Island. You can find us at thesportsfanbasenetwork.com. The show will be Monday night, 7 p.m. On Facebook Live on our high school sports rap page, and also on the sportsfanbasenetwork.com, and also on our YouTube channel, and the audio will get put on iTunes podcast under the Sports Fan Base Network podcast. So again, thanks for tuning in, and we'll talk to you soon. See ya.